All right, so what we have is the brand new, like just released in October or so, I think, maybe even late September, the Nighthawk X10. It's Netgear's AD7200 smart Wi-Fi router. I can't talk, but it's the model R900. Has quad-core processor, has a Plex media server built in. The new AD standard of wireless has a multiple ports on the back of it. We'll flip the box around here. The box is, I mean, it's huge. I have a pretty large hand, and I can almost fit my hand on it twice. It's a big box, and it weighs. It's a hefty piece of equipment. So it has, the Plex media server built into the router, which is pretty impressive. That's going to be part of our solution. It has the obviously the active antennas, the quad stream AC and AD Wi-Fi. As well as that new 60 gigahertz. So you'll be able. It'll be like I'm trying to remember exactly what the specs are, but like up to 4.6 gigabits per second, which is crazy, especially over wireless. Of course, I don't own anything that can go that speed just yet, but we're really, like I said, infrastructure and future-proof. And then the fact that it has a quad-core 1.7 gigahertz processor in it is pretty spectacular for 4K streaming. That's great. On the side, it talks about all the different features and everything that it has. I'll just go down there that way. If you want to stop and pause it, you can. Amazon Cloud. It has the 10 gig SFP Plus for the NAS access, which, again, that's going to be a future thing. 6 gigabit LAN ports. Link aggregation is another big thing because I'm wanting to do security cameras for my home. Genie app, which, I mean, whatever, I'm good with that. Ready Cloud Share, and yeah, just a whole list of stuff, plus VPN support. Great. Parental controls, don't need them yet, but maybe in the future. And then all the tech specs, again, I'll just slowly pan here. There's USB ports attached to it. So, cool. That's kind of the gist for that. I'm going to cut into this guy, and we will open her up. Alright, so this guy just slides right on off, and then I cut through the little, I cut through the little tabs right here, and the whole thing just kind of opens right on up, and here it all is. And so it is. The packaging for this guy is super nice. I mean, you pay for it, but it is pretty darn slick. It is not small. I'm telling you, this thing is large. You can see the heatsink on the inside with the fan driven. The heatsink is very, very large. There's multiple pieces to it. So it is a large piece of equipment. It can be wall mounted. It looks like some bracing under there for that. And then it is wrapped pretty well in plastic, of course. So, but it is pretty hardcore. Reach down here and grab that guy out. Plus, your Wi-Fi starts here. It says, pull this guy up, and that looks like that's all in the box. So, that's for that. Instruction manuals, a box of many things, probably power and such like that. The tray, and then I don't care. This is all going to change momentarily. So, but it has all this information right up here, which is really, really sharp, pretty good. Like I said, it has this Netgear Up installation app if you want to use it. But this is what the front indicators look like. There's, if you power, it looks like world connection or internet connection. 2.4, 5, and 60 guest Wi-Fi. You can have that on. There's 2 USB ports. We'll move this out of the way. There's USB 3.0, and so that is pretty sharp. It gives you activity link and activity for that. Focus. Then there's a 10 gig port, which is what I was saying. It has a 10 gig SFP right there, LAN port for your NAS, or, well, I mean, I'm sure you could plug into a switch if you wanted to buy a switch for it. You could do that. And then I can't verify that just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, of course, and then it has, I'm not exactly sure what these buttons are just yet. We'll find out. Again, I would assume it has something to do with setup, or broadcast or something. But we'll take a look into that. We'll pull all the plastic off here. Wahoo! And the camera is just really having a hard time focusing today. Let us focus. Focus. There. It is struggling. So, now get this plastic all off of here. And these antennas are beefy. Absolutely beefy. And I'm really interested. They do swivel quite a ways. And around, let's see here, this guy. I'm not sure how it wants to go. Oh, that's because they're taped together. Ah! So that's a point to know, is these guys are taped together and will need to be apart. So that's good to know. And it is kind of a jigsaw puzzle of getting them apart. Probably would be much easier with both hands. So I'm gonna pull the plastic off. We'll get this taken care of. So okay, that's the whole thing out of the box. There's the little bitty box here that I pulled out, and it had both the power and the extra Cat 5. It actually is probably, I wonder if it is a Cat 5 cable. It is a Cat 5 cable. They probably have so much of that junk laying around, but yeah. So unboxed. Like I said, the box is really well put together. I'm going to cut this video short, just to where if you're only interested in seeing it unboxed, ta-da! Here it is. So I do think it is really well packaged. It has some little leaflets, packets. I kind of flip through them, and they do explain the steps to set it up really, really well. So that's great. But it is attractive boxing. It is very well done. The thing is really large. But I'm really anticipating a lot of good use out of the thing. So it's just feature rich. I'm really excited. So the next couple of videos I will actually set up and deploy it as such, and getting it ready for the future and preparing how to do stuff. And I will walk you through all of those steps. How to go about doing that. So thanks for coming along. Subscribe if you'd like. Thank you again. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, anything that you are, whatever you celebrate or don't, and then of course have a great 2017 as it comes. So or whatever year you're in, if it's way later from now, but hopefully you're just being interested in this now because it's just available now. So best of wishes. Talk to you guys later.